So in previous tutorials I told you we created different servlets, and remember in this mail client, which is my servlet, first servlet, this mail client, instead of accessing through the web.xml, which is basically controlling file, what I created, I added the annotation for creating the mappings. So this is the mapping thing here I added. So if you don't know what is the mapping thing, it is just a web.xml thing. I'm just adding this here. So this will act the backend for index.jsp. This is my index.jsp. Let me zoom out this. So this, then email message I created. In the password text I'm going to add my password later, and in this what we already created is just our what we can say email utility thing. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add here my email, and I'm going to add my password of my email in this later. So let me do one thing. I added cc address, bcc address and everything here. So what is the remaining thing is I just added this email address to length, but it's we need to create one address to field because I created cc bcc everything. So I need to create one for loop here. So creating the for loop is very easy if you know this. What I'm going to do is very common thing. I'm just going to traverse through this list using I need int I is equal to 0, initialize with variable. I is less than email IDs, you have that email IDs field, IDs dot length, and what I needed is I plus plus. So that's it I'm going to do. And what I'm going to add here is, when this is done, address to field, I needed address to field, which length, ith length, with what address I need to add is new, which is going to create one new object thing here. Okay, use more to this. Okay, new, and internet address, basically internet address, and we'll add email email IDs with length I. So it will create me the what you can say traverse to that, and it will assign this address to with ith field again and again. So I don't require to traverse one by one, it will automatically add both things. Similarly I need to create address cc field. So let me do one thing here. How I added this, I need to add this address cc field, I created. Now similar thing I need to perform here, which is basically these things. One thing you can do, I'm adding in try catch because I need to handle the exceptions. But if you don't want to use try catch, you can directly use your throws here. So you can check out that part also, but I'm using try catch here, try catch block for error and exception handling. Similar I'm going to perform for int I is equal to 0, I is less than email ID's length, basically because it will traverse through this again, and I need to check that email IDs. Now its email IDs cc because it's cc field, not a common field. Then address cc I need to perform. Let me copy this address cc. Address cc ith field is equal to new. Internet address I need to mention here again. Similar thing I'm going to perform. Internet address, then this field again, which is basically email IDs CC. So this is email ID CC. CC dot length, no, not length, dot I, because I need to traverse throughout this. So let me mention here two addresses CC addresses is going to check, and now what is remaining thing here I am going to add is BCC. So let me do one thing. Let me directly copy which I already created code, because I don't want to focus it more, because it's common thing again and again I'm going to traverse. After this, what I needed is two more important thing is, if address field which is address to length, basically address to length is greater than 0, which is basically perfect condition, I need to mention here. Message dot set recipient. So I'm going to add the receiver end here, which is basically message, my that field message dot type. I need to add the type dot CC. It will add type as CC, because my mail doesn't know that it's CC form or BCC form. So that's it I need to mention. Now similar for BCC, because okay, address to, oh wait a minute, this is for to address, not BCC. So address to I need to mention. Now I have to create for BCC, because I haven't created for CC first. Now I need to mention for address CC from length greater than 0. I need to add receiver message dot set. Again similar things I need to mention, message, and message is nothing but that email field here. Type dot CC, and this is not address, this is address, it should be address to field, address CC field. Similarly for BCC thing. So let me just do one thing, let me copy this part, because I need to change some variables only, not everything here. B C type is BCC. So wait a minute, something is different here. So why it's asking me for, okay, let me check it again whether there is error or something. There should not be any error, but okay, now it's done, because I haven't decided BCC. So now we are done. So I need to mention content type with everything. So this is my content type, set subject, get subject, subject and content type, and let it check that for using switch case, whether it's text or HTML or plain text. So if it's HTML message, as you know that HTML and everything symbols, it will go with the HTML tag. If not, it will check for that purpose. So this is my last function, which is going to transport my mail. Function to send mail, which is very easy function. Transport java xmail dot send, which is direct message. So it will directly handle my message. So that's it. Let me do one thing here. Okay, so let me optimize my imports. So now you can check here. We are done with our this part, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add my password and email here. So while doing this, so here I'm going to get my email. So let me do one thing. Let me add my password. Then let me add my email also. So this is my receiver email. I'm not showing my ID thing because of safety purpose. I don't want to expose my ID and everything here. And if you want to check or give the full password field, I recommend you don't give just that password or take txt in this. Just try to give fully fledged location of your password txt. So there may be sometimes error, not every time, sometimes there may be error while locating such files. So my suggestion is give fully fledged name to that password field. Just copy that and you can good to go to paste that field. So my fields and everything is added, and this is the thing where I'm going to receive my email, another email. So before proceeding with any project, let me tell you one thing here. Always remember this bomb.xml and everything we already created, but try to turn on your one setting in Gmail, which is basically very common setting. Allow least secure apps. So our app security is very less, so allow it. If you want to do this full-fledged, you need to upload these files on Google Cloud, then you need to find the SHA-256 key, you need to register everything, so that's a complicated thing. Instead of this, you can allow that temporary mail for that purpose, like allow the low secure apps for your email. So it is very helpful. Now what I'm going to do is I need to edit configuration here. I'm going to edit configuration. If you don't want to do this, it's not at all required always, but let me check my configuration. Okay, this is the configuration. I hit click and hit run. So it takes time to run sometimes because first time it's building, I opened IDE first. So this is the first time it's going to open. So this is just a sending part. In the next tutorial, I'm going to tell you how we can perform the receiver part. So now you can check it's currently running and building everything. So it will take time to do this. Once this is done, you can check here for the service purpose. So currently my service is not started because my project is building. So forcing full project to rebuild basically. So it takes time because we have too many modules. So wait for doing these all the stuffs. So it will take time sometimes. Don't try to interrupt this process because this is not very heavy application. but we added some not null things also, then after task also, so there may be errors as pom.xml. I mean, now you can check build is successful, and you can check service is not started yet, but it will start. So it started the building output, but build is completed first time, but now it's need to run the service also, so it may take time. So wait for 2-3 seconds. Now you can check my Tomcat is now running, so there it will take time to run and everything, and it will give me the direct output of my thing. So wait for running part. It will take time to run everything, so currently it's running, and it will take time for 2-3 seconds just. So as you can see, it's now running. So you can see server is connected, but artifact is now deploying on my thing. So our artifact is var and this is exploded, so it will take time 2-3 seconds to run everything. So it's configuring everything, as our glassfish server doesn't have such power to do. So now you can check my email application is now working. I need to put this mail message as test, and email body is just this is text mail from Java application. So once I click send, HTTP method post is not supported by URL, because the thing is its method not allowed sometimes. So in the further thing, what I'm going to do, I'm going to review this, and why this is showing the error I will tell you. This is not method allowed, so we will rectify this error in later. Thank you for this, and in the further part I'm going to explain everything and how I perform this I will tell you. Hope you understand. Thank you.